On July 2, 1937, one of the most famous women in the world vanished without a trace. Amelia Earhart was attempting to become the first woman to fly around the globe. Millions followed her journey. Newspapers covered every stage of her flight. But somewhere over the vast Pacific Ocean, something went terribly wrong. Her aircraft disappeared. No distress call was ever heard. No confirmed wreckage was ever found. And nearly 90 years later, the mystery remains unsolved. Amelia Earhart was more than a pilot. She was a symbol of courage, independence, and exploration. Born in Kansas in 1897, she developed a fascination with aviation at a young age. At a time when flying was considered dangerous and uncommon, Amelia pursued her dream relentlessly. In 1932, she became the first woman to fly solo across the Atlantic Ocean. The achievement made her an international celebrity. But Amelia Earhart wasn't interested in fame. She was interested in pushing the limits of what was possible. By 1937, Amelia had set her sights on an even greater challenge. She planned to fly around the world. The route would cover more than 29,000 miles. It would be one of the longest and most dangerous flights ever attempted. Accompanying her was experienced navigator Fred Noonan. Together, they traveled across continents and oceans, successfully completing most of the journey. Only one major section remained: a flight across the Pacific Ocean toward a tiny speck of land known as Howland Island. On July 2nd, Amelia Earhart and Fred Noonan departed from Lee, Papua New Guinea. Their destination was Howland Island. The island was incredibly small. Finding it in the middle of the Pacific would be like locating a single grain of sand in an enormous desert. Navigation technology was far less advanced than it is today. Pilots depended on calculations, radio signals, and experience. A small error could have devastating consequences. As the flight continued, problems began to emerge. Radio communication became unreliable. Weather conditions were far from ideal. Fuel levels gradually decreased. Amelia transmitted several messages, indicating difficulty locating the island. One of her final transmissions suggested that she was flying along a navigation line, searching desperately for land. Yet despite their efforts, neither Amelia nor Fred Noonan ever found Howland Island. Then, without warning, communication stopped. The radio fell silent. No further messages were received. The aircraft simply vanished. Somewhere over millions of square miles of ocean, Amelia Earhart and Fred Noonan disappeared. It became one of the most famous unsolved mysteries in history. The world waited for answers. None came. Fuel levels gradually decreased. Amelia transmitted several messages, indicating difficulty locating the island. One of her final transmissions suggested that she was flying along a navigation line, searching desperately for land. Yet despite their efforts, neither Amelia nor Fred Noonan ever found Howland Island. The United States launched one of the largest search operations ever conducted at the time. Ships crossed the Pacific. Aircraft scanned enormous stretches of ocean. Thousands of square miles were searched. The operation cost millions of dollars. Yet investigators found no confirmed evidence of the aircraft. No survivors. No wreckage. No definitive clues. Over the decades, numerous theories emerged. The most widely accepted explanation is that Amelia Earhart simply ran out of fuel and crashed into the Pacific Ocean. However, another theory suggests she landed on a remote island known as Nicumararo. Researchers have discovered artifacts and possible evidence there, but none have conclusively proven that Amelia survived. Other theories claim she was captured by foreign forces. Yet these ideas remain largely unsupported by credible evidence. Today, nearly 90 years after her disappearance, Amelia Earhart's fate remains unknown. Despite advances in technology, countless investigations, and decades of research, no one can say with certainty what happened during those final hours. Did she crash into the Pacific Ocean? Did she survive on a remote island? Or is the truth still waiting to be discovered? Amelia Earhart set out to make history. Instead, she became one of history's greatest mysteries. And perhaps that mystery will never be solved. Thank you for watching Vanished Archives. If you enjoyed this documentary, consider subscribing for more unsolved mysteries and historical investigations.